Hello everyone, this is Just a Dad. I'm going to do a detailed review on this Mr. Coffee maker. It's a model CG-12. This is just a standard coffee maker. No programming, no delay brew, nothing. No different settings. All it has is a simple on-off switch. And the thing I like is it lights up, so it lets you know when it's on and it's got power. So this is probably one of the cheaper ones Mr. Coffee makes, but it's very nice. It's got a sight glass on each side. I do like the white color. You simply just lift the lid up. You got to have a lot of room underneath your cabinet, but it's got this brew head and a filter basket. Now, one thing nice about the filter basket is it is water filter friendly, and I'm going to show you that. So your Mr. Coffee may have come with something that looks like this. This is a charcoal water filter. So this disc contains carbon. You're going to want to rinse this off with water before you put it in here. It simply goes in here. Then you've got these months. The first letter of each month. You're going to put this, whenever you install it, I put it on the month I install it. That way I know how long it's been in there. You're supposed to change these about every 2 to 4 months. But the filter sits, once you get the filter basket in, let's see, the filter basket goes right there. That was a little tricky, I'm not sure why. Okay, so the filter basket or the filter just sits, the charcoal filter sits right on top of the filter basket. And then the brew head goes over, and then the hot water will go through this filter before it goes to the coffee grounds. It's kind of a pain because you got to take it on and off each time. There are some charcoal filters that are down there at the inlet. Some coffee makers put it down there where the water goes into the heating element, and you don't ever have to take it in and out except when you want to change it. So those are a little nicer. Another nice feature, so if you forget to put the brew head over the coffee grounds, this door, when you close it, moves it for you. That's a really nice trick. Mr. Coffee's been making coffee makers for a while. This is just a very basic, very standard coffee pot. It does have the pause brew. So when you can take it, I'm going to show you that. You can take it out while it's brewing and water won't continue to run out. It's got a white cord, relatively long length. It's got a nice cord storage. If you do overfill it with water, it will run out the back. It's got a nice big opening to dump the water in. Like I said, just very, very basic and actually really nice coffee maker. So we're going to brew a cup of coffee. Okay, so the way to make sure your coffee maker can take those water filters is on the bottom here. If it says WF with a little water drop, that means it's water filter friendly. So this takes standard coffee filters, 8 to 12 cup coffee filters you can buy, and you can also buy a reusable one to put in there they make. But I like the paper ones. They're easier to clean up. You just dump them over into the trash. Coffee makers say, and this one says to use 1 tablespoon of coffee grounds for every cup you're going to brew. I'm going to brew 12 cups, so that should be about 3/4 of a cup, but that seems too strong for me. I usually brew about 1/2 cup of coffee grounds. So I'm just going to dump it in. Okay, I got my water ready to go. It's got a nice big opening to pour it into. Very nice. Okay, I'm going to put the coffee pot in. Make sure we close the lid. I don't have to move that. The thing's going to move it. And then you simply just turn it on. Once you turn it on, it just starts the brew process. It's going to turn the warmer plate on. Now, the only drawback with this is there is no auto off. You're going to have to remember to turn this switch off. So the water window on each side, it shows how much water is in it. And like I said, you're going to have to remember to turn this off. When you're all done and you don't want to keep the coffee warm anymore, you are going to have to remember to turn this off. Otherwise, it will burn the coffee in the coffee pot. Take a look how it's doing. Okay, it's got a little ways to go. Eventually, those coffee grounds will all get saturated. It's a relatively quiet coffee maker at the start, but it does get a little more noisier as you go along. Okay, so we're almost to the 4 cup mark, and it's almost to the 4 minute mark. That's about standard. It's going to do 1 cup every minute. So I want to show you the pause brewing. It's got a little plunger up there. It's going to come out. And if I want to pour a quick cup of coffee, you do get a couple drips that kind of burn on there, but you can pour a quick cup of coffee, and then when you put it back in, it picks up where it left off. We'll check how the coffee grounds are doing. Okay, yeah, they're doing really good. Okay, so we're at the 11-minute mark, and it brewed just about 11 cups. It's got a little bit to go yet. Yeah, not much. But we're going to pour a cup and check the temperature. That's about standard, about 165. And let's see how it tastes. It's pretty hot, but that's a pretty good cup of coffee. These Mr. Coffees are just very basic, and they do last. Very simple. Not a lot can go wrong with them. We'll see how it did on the coffee grounds. So it did pretty good on the coffee grounds. They all stayed within the filter, and it used up all the water. Didn't like how some of the coffee had gotten up here, but it didn't seem to bother it. So we're going to do cleanup now. So cleanup is very simple with these Mr. Coffees. They're filter baskets. You got to move this head out of the way. They've got these little handles on the side, which are really nice. And it's got the little plunger to keep it from dripping, so you can take this over to the trash can and throw it out. So it doesn't make a very big mess underneath the filter baskets. You may have to wipe the burner off occasionally. And the lid comes off the coffee pot, and here's the filter basket. I rinse mine out, and about every 3rd time I'll put it in the dishwasher. All 3 of these items are dishwasher safe, top rack. So to finish up with these Mr. Coffee makers, they're just very good, very reliable. They make a really good cup of coffee. If you could, please like and subscribe, and thank you for watching.